Hello Libras, welcome to your weekly reading. I hope that you guys are all doing well. Please remember this reading is general, so it may or may not resonate. This reading is going to be all about you guys. So this might be just things you need to work on, what you're going through. Again, just take what fits. Yeah, over the weekend I did meet a Libra. Love interest, and you guys are interesting. The only other Libra I have been, or I really know of that I've encountered is my brother, and he's pretty quiet, so. Alright, let's see what is going on with you. I hope you guys are having a good morning so far. Okay, one more for Libra. Perfect. Okay, we have number 41. Some of you guys could be 41. You have sundress. Says do it for yourself. So I'm not going to talk about that just yet. 26 has feather. Think before you judge. Okay. 43, spaceship. Don't be afraid to sing. Okay. So Libra, there is some type of situation where you might be on your healing journey. For some of you, you might be connected with your higher level soulmate. You might be in separation right now with that person. You are doing the inner work, the healing work, but you also need to make sure you are doing it for yourself and not just the other person to get them back. You need to be doing the inner work, healing, on a healing journey for yourself, because you want to be better. Not just so that, you can get someone back. So, what I'm talking about really is, like, as we know, I'm in a this twin flame journey because I'm on twin flame journey, okay? So, on the twin flame journey, for those who aren't aware, both parties need to do inner work, healing work, shadow work, things of that sort, heal codependency issues, abandonment issues, whatever the case may be, before they can come back together in union. That they have to do that, okay, for the relationship to work. But if you truly are invested into healing and being better, a better version for yourself, so that manifestations can come in, so that if this part of partnership does not work, you can go on and to have a beautiful relationship with someone else. You also need to want to do the work. Not just do it because it's what you need to do, but do it because it's what you want to do for yourself. Okay, that's what I'm getting at. Probably a long, run around of what I was getting to, so I apologize, but hopefully you guys understand what I'm saying. And then feather, there might be a situation where you are judging a little bit too much. Could be you're judging your person and them not doing the work if you're already doing the work. But you got to remember, on the 3D level, we are not seeing everything that is going on. So on an energetic level, your person might be doing the work, but it has not come in the physical form, okay? So I think right now, especially if you are dealing with your divine counterpart, it's so easy for us to bring back our ego or ego mind, right? And it say, well, they're not doing what they need to be doing. I'm just going to go entertain someone else, or I'm just going to give up on this, or they don't care about me, they're never going to do what I need them to do, things of that sort. And it's just doubt creeping into your mind. And then if you're not really able to feel your person, then doubt can kind of creep in as well. But you got to remember that you're both meant to be doing your work in solitude, and that, you guys are both going to be going at your own pace. Whatever you're seeing in the 3D physical realm isn't necessarily, what do I want to say? I guess isn't necessarily the truth, because on an energetic level, a lot of you guys are already connected in the 5D and other realms where you are already together. But on the 3D plane, things just are not necessarily coming together the way that you want them to, Libra. So you got to remember, things aren't necessarily as they appear them to be. So 43, it says, don't be afraid to sing, with the spaceship card. So for me, what I was telling, I think it was Aquarius or it was either Sagittarius or Aquarius. So you could be dealing with one of those signs, but I was telling them, I feel like you are kind of getting in the point where you are living in your truth. You're not afraid to express yourself, express what's really going on within you, really speaking out and talking about things that might be a little bit painful for you, so that people can better relate and understand you at this time. We have the number 19, which is lavender. It says surround yourself with love. So yeah, I think right now, Libra, you are kind of figuring out who your soul tribe is, who's really going to be in your corner. You're really kind of getting to the point where you are just trying to be with people who are like-minded, who love you, who want the best for you, after maybe a period of time where you were just kind of unsure about people's intentions and motives. And now I think you are kind of getting out of that. For some of you, you have been in hermit mode healing, and now it's time, because Spirit had you kind of separate from people. They wanted you isolated so that you can gain some wisdom. Bless you. Some wisdom to better, navigate through your life and figure out what you're meant to be doing. So right now, I think you are getting to a point where you are kind of reconnecting with friends, maybe. Definitely just trying to be with people who are like-minded and who have your best interest at heart. We have the number 37, which is gray. Endings are inevitable. So for me, that lets me know that you did have to leave some people behind, that maybe if this relates to your career, you might be choosing to go venture off in something else, and you might feel like it might be a little bit selfish that people rely so much on you, and you feel a little bit guilty. But then we come back to the sundress card, you're doing it for yourself. This is something that is meant for you, and it is for your best interest at heart. You are switching timelines to a more abundant timeline if this pertains to a career. And then if it pertains to love, in the card, it shows her looking into the crowd, into the cloud. She's looking at like the sailboat, which is interesting that I'm looking at it, because you would think that like be in the water, but whatever, my case, I have you. It's probably an illusion. But you see her looking out, and she's kind of reflecting, I think, on the past, and just kind of sad over the ending, but realizing that she needed to let something go for her highest good. So I think right now that's kind of where you guys are at, Libra. You are kind of letting go of things that don't serve you, maybe letting go of a relationship or the idea of a relationship that you were hanging on to so tightly that just was not giving you the results that you necessarily wanted, and something new is going to be coming in for you. Alright, let's see what the Spirit guides have to seen some of these cards in a while, so I'm happy. They're giving me something different. Okay, Libra, we have Mouse. Says you're overlooking some important details, so pay close attention to what's going on. Okay. We have Tiger. You're being called upon to provide leadership, so trust that you're capable of doing so. So some of you guys might be getting more into your spirituality. I think that a lot of you are star seeds, or at least light workers. So you are kind of getting into a point where you are stepping into your power. Excuse me, I had a little burp. And usually that means I usually burp during readings. So sorry guys, that usually is me connecting. But yeah, I think you are kind of stepping into your leadership roles, whether this pertains to your spirituality, really figuring out what you are meant to do, what path you are meant to do. Some of you guys are healers. You know, you are meant to be basically in this new world where we're getting into and helping other people pretty much step into their roles as well. But for others of you, this could just pertain to work and career, where you are maybe leaving an old job to go into a leadership position. For some of you, you are just getting a promotion to a leadership position, or you're already in one, and you might be just kind of trying to decide if this is right for you. Some of you guys might be overlooking what's going on, might be just kind of like, well, you're not seeing like the little small details of everything, especially if the divine is trying to bring in signs and synchronicities to kind of show you what path you are meant to be on. We have a Cheetah. It says, get clear on your intention, stay focused, and move quickly to achieve your goal. So for me, that's kind of self-explanatory, but there is a situation where you are kind of, maybe you're trying to figure out kind of what you want to be doing. And I think you might be a little bit scattered and all over the place. Some of you guys, if you are stepping into like more of your spiritual side, you might be trying to figure out, okay, do I want to read tarot? Do I want to read oracle cards? Do I just want to create like a spiritual shop? Can I do like Reiki healing, some type of healing, homeopathic type of thing, and just kind of confused about what to do, which is typical air energy, right? We have Roadrunner. It says, keep your sense of humor and don't take things so seriously. So I do feel like this card actually kind of pertains to connecting with your inner child, especially if you have been kind of all over the place and just focus so much on your career, your finances, things of that sort, on love, trying to balance everything in life. And, sometimes it's just important for us to go back to our inner child when we really didn't have any real responsibilities and we could just kind of play and just enjoy life to the fullest without reservations and things like that. So maybe you are planning on taking a trip or would like to take a trip maybe somewhere where it's fun, like a little fun park, or like amusement park, somewhere where you can just kind of let loose and be a kid again. Okay. Or you're connecting with things that you liked when you were younger, like maybe music. Maybe you're really into music, writing songs, poetry, just things that really bring you joy. Then we have Condor. It says you're too enmeshed in the situation, so step back and see the bigger picture before making any decision or taking action. So, Libras, I think that there is something going on here where, you are confused. I think you just cannot see things clearly on how to navigate the situation. I feel like you do need to kind of go into hermit mode and just kind of let things be for a little while. I feel like your spirit guides will give you the answers that you're seeking about the situation. Okay, hang on. I do apologize about that, Libra. My cat was using the bathroom, and I figured you didn't want to hear his paws, um, with the litter box. So, as I tell you guys, I live in a one-bedroom apartment. You can pretty much hear everything going on here. So, we do have Bruce. It says express yourself through rhythm, movement, and drumming, and by drumming and dancing. So yeah, I feel like you guys are just connecting back to your inner child here with these two cards. You know, just having fun. You know, a lot of you guys might be going on a trip. You might be really like into the arts. So you're finding like maybe a festival to go to where you can just have fun. Festival could literally be like something like Coachella or whatever. I don't know if they're still doing Coachella. I think they just had it, like a month or two ago? I don't know. I don't keep up with that. But, you know, like different things like that, little festivals. Could just be like a heritage thing coming up in your town, whatever the case may have you. But, you know, I feel like you are just trying to kind of branch out and have fun at this time. Or at least you need to be doing that. Alright, we're going to see your self-care cards, Libra. Libra, the song that just popped into my head was Natasha Bedingfield's Unwritten. So you might resonate with that. You might be starting something new and you're just kind of confused. Okay, enough cards, I think. Okay, we have beauty. So right now, Libra, I do feel like you are trying to kind of see the beauty in life. I believe Pisces had this card, and I kind of talked about like the spiritual awakening, the spiritual journey. Once you go through it, you kind of see the beauty in all things and nature, whatever may have you, and your relationships. You try to cultivate meaningful relationships, I think, after you go through some type of awakening and just see, you know, how we're all connected in one here. So it says, today you are a creator of beauty. You're blessed with moments that let you know beyond a shadow of doubt that all is well in the world. We have choice. Worry less about making the right choice and more about being strong enough to handle any outcome. Okay, so I feel like right now you kind of are getting to a point where I think you are trying to learn how to have acceptance and just accept things for how they are. You know, I feel like for a while you're really up in your head, or at least right now, you are up in your head about making the right decision. And I do feel like right now it's just important for you to kind of be okay with, you know, things not necessarily working out exactly how maybe you expected or planned. Maybe not having things exactly oh, I don't want to say that. Maybe not, or maybe being okay with having. Okay, let's go back. So, if this applies to a job, I feel like you are kind of very confused about making the right decision on where to go. This can be even with your spirituality. Again, if you are trying to get some type of business going with your spirituality, you are confused on what route to go on. And then some of you guys do have some choices in love. You know, on this card, it shows different scenarios where there is clouds, there's sunshine, there's rain, there's snow, whatever may have you, lightning bolts, rainbow. So some of you guys could be exploring same-sex relationships or be in a same-sex relationship, and you're just trying to kind of figure out your options here. Libras is what I think is going on, but you are so afraid of making the wrong decision, and I think you are kind of getting to the turning point where you are going to be kind of more okay with whatever happens. It's kind of getting into the mindset of whatever happens, happens, and what's meant for me is meant for me, and everything happens for a reason type of vibe here. We do have authenticity. So it says, live life for you, not the audience in your head. So you guys might have a lot of noise going on. You might be so worried about like what other people think of you, Libras, where, you know, you just need to be your true authentic self, especially if you are on a spiritual path right now. And if you've been sharing this information with like your friends and family and the world, you might be afraid of some judgment being passed on you, especially if you have been like posting on social media about different things that you are excited for, and you're just noticing that people aren't necessarily excited for you. I think that you just need to be able to live in your true authentic self here. Then we have self. It says, if beating yourself up worked, you'd be thin, rich, and happy. Try loving yourself instead. So some of you Libras, I think that you are a little bit hard on yourself. You know, some of you might have some issues with your body image, and, you know, so others of you might feel like you should have been further along, maybe in your career, in your personal life, whatever may have you, but you got to remember everything is working out the way that it's meant to. You are getting to more abundant timelines as you go, but you need to believe that you are worthy of these abundant timelines and get to the frequency to match those timelines. So we do have happiness. So as you're thinking will either make you your happiness or take your happiness, your choice. Okay, let me read that again. It says your thinking will either make your happiness or take your happiness. You choose. Apparently I can't read today. But again, what I was saying was that, you know, what you put out there is what you get back. That's what I've been saying to the other signs as well. So, you know, if you're putting lack out there, you have a lack mindset, you're going to be receiving lack. If you have an abundant mindset, you're going to be receiving abundance. You need to be in a state where you can say, I am happy because I said so, which is Rich Lope's quote that he always says in his reading, so shout out to him. But, you know, you need to get a place where you are happy within yourself. You can give yourself some positive feedback. Of course, we do have negative mindsets and thoughts that do come in every now and then. And that is the part about being a human. There are situations that come up that kind of shake us and rock our foundations, which tries to take away our joy. But it's your choice to choose to let that kind of keep beating you up and dwell on it, or choose to transmute that and find happiness within yourself, find things to be grateful for, show the universe some gratitude of everything that you do have, and show that you are okay with not having whatever you see as a lack. So if it is a like romantic partner, you break up and you're really sad about it, depressed about it, you know, it's your choice to kind of keep dwelling on that and let that what happened kind of have you harbor negative emotions and feelings and think that someone else is going to do you wrong, have a negative mindset with that, or it's going to be your choice to kind of transmute that energy, put that energy back into yourself, find things that you love about yourself, do that self-work, the self-care, and then be able to give that love to someone else who comes in. So that is all I have for you, Libras. If you like this reading, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, Libras.